Equality feels much like oppression when you have always had the privilege of being ahead, even if you were mediocre. White men, as of 2023, were 76% of the workforce, and in all sort of top positions where people of color and women were not. This attack against diversity, equity, inclusion is based on white male grievance.
You're probably wondering why I'm opening a video about the worldwide leader in woke, ESPN, with an absolutely disgusting clip of the Yentas on The View. You're probably wondering why I'm starting a video about ESPN with the incredibly toxic mouth farts from my personal favorite Yenta, Asuncion. The reason I open with this clip of the Yentas, I could not think of a better collection of propagandists to perfectly illustrate that none of this is real. I was talking with one of my channel members about this last night. None of these people are real, authentic. None of these people actually bite into the shit sandwiches that they're serving us. The mainstream media, it's all the same, whether it's political media or mainstream sports media, they are all the same. It's the same lies, it's the same racial propaganda. Hell, it is literally why this channel exists. I can't tell you how many times I have been told that the focus of my channel is too broad. You're covering sports and politics on the same channel. That is no bueno. You need to focus on one specific niche. Yeah, that's what the so-called YouTube experts say. That's what the dudes selling YouTube courses generating hundreds of views per video say. But I do have a niche. It's called Uncle KC, also known as The Truth. We take the media's polished turds and we melt the polish off the turd to expose their lies. Right now, Josh Allen is being heavily criticized by the NFL analyst at ESPN, and even the pretend analysts like Mina Kimes. Well, Uncle KC, what about Monica McDougal? Is she criticizing Josh Allen too? Poor Mo McDougal. She keeps thinking that Josh Allen is Tim Allen. But the rest of the analysts at ESPN, they have continued their years-long streak of blindly criticizing the white man. And look. The criticism isn't necessarily wrong. Josh Allen damn sure deserves to be criticized. Hell, he just got Sean McDermott fired. I'm surprised that ESPN hasn't labeled Josh Allen a coach killer. There's no denying the fact that Josh Allen damn near cleared the stadium in Denver on Saturday afternoon with the stinky turds that he was dropping on the field. I don't think it's unfair to say that Josh Allen, along with a nice assist from NFL officials, was the main reason that the Bills lost that game. The criticism of Josh Allen is not the problem. The obvious bias against Josh Allen at ESPN, that's not really the problem either. We're all biased to some extent. We all have our favorites. You'll never hear me criticize Drew Brees. If you told me Drew Brees walked on water, I'd believe ya. But the problem at the worldwide leader in woke, besides the fact that ESPN's coverage of the NFL mirrors their coverage of the NBA, which means it absolutely sucks, the problem with the criticism of Josh Allen at ESPN, it's the reason behind the criticism. The reason ESPN is biased against him. Dorks like crying Ryan Clark, poorly dressed men like Cam Newton, I think they are unobjectively critical of Josh Allen because he's a white dude. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. So going to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. My uncle called me back in November. He's a military veteran, served in the Gulf War in the early 90s. As he's gotten older, he has been dealing with various health-related issues. Doctors had him on pain management, had him taking all this medicine just to get him to sleep at night, most of which wasn't working. Once the meds wore off, he was tossing and turning all night. Plus, he was building up a tolerance. My aunt bought him some CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. She just wanted him to try it out to see if it worked. He applies the CBD lotion every night before bed. My uncle is getting the best sleep that he's gotten in years. Doesn't even take the pain medication anymore because he doesn't need it. Over the holidays, one of my viewers reached out to me telling me how the CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading alleviated his back pain. He's been dealing with back pain for years, couldn't find anything that worked for him, bought a bottle of CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. 20 or so minutes later, back pain gone. I have countless stories from viewers, friends, family. Everyone says the same thing. They can't believe this stuff actually works. There's a reason Sugar Mountain Trading has been with me here on the channel for, I don't know, almost 18 months now. My audience keeps buying their CBD because Sugar Mountain is the real deal. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL25, BTL25. Receive 25% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Let me show you what I'm talking about with the racial bias at ESPN. And just to be clear, this is not a one-off, especially with Crying Ryan Clark, who has been criticizing Josh Allen while blindly defending black quarterbacks for years now. My inside sources actually texted me on Saturday afternoon very concerned about Crying Ryan. They were worried that Crying Ryan would have to be rushed to the emergency room because he was so over-aroused for 3 hours watching Josh Allen struggle. I'm going to show you 3 clips back to back to back. The first is Crying Ryan Clark at halftime of the Texans-Patriots game. He is vehemently defending CJ Stroud after one of the worst first-half performances that I have ever seen. The second clip is Cam Newton, who appears to have bought his stylist a working pair of glasses. Outside of some weird feather in his top hat, Cam Newton was damn near dressed like a normal dude. The second clip is Cam Newton making excuses for CJ Stroud. And the final clip is Cam Newton blaming the problems in Palestine on Josh Allen. Watch it for yourself.
3 years in a row, CJ Stroud's gotten you to this game. There's no Nico Collins. There's no Dalton Schultz. There's no run game. They put everything on this young man's shoulders. Give him 30 minutes to show you that he's the guy you drafted second overall.
When you're evaluating a certain player, it's hard to evaluate what you just didn't have. You are already working with a sprained ankle and your knee brace scrubbing. It's raining and drizzling on the slippery slope. It's just tough. When you have Nico Collins that's out, when you're very limited to, the playmakers that's around you, CJ Stroud is still a young player that needs help. Why are we tiptoeing around the obvious issue here, and it's the underperforming Josh Allen? You had an opportunity to win, and you didn't. So as we critique Josh Allen, people are losing their jobs because of Josh Allen. All these different things comes down to one specific individual that you're going to give him the opportunity to say, hey, what do you want? Man, hell no.
Both Cam Newton and the crying doofus know that there are no excuses in the playoffs. Hell, there are no excuses in the regular season. When you're the franchise quarterback, it doesn't matter who's on the field with you. Your job is to elevate the offense. Nico Collins makes absolutely no difference in that game on Sunday. And that's no disrespect to Nico Collins. He's a great player. But CJ Stroud, He has been struggling for the last 2 years now. He could have been playing with prime Jerry Rice and prime Michael Irvin on Sunday, and the Texans still would have gotten their ass kicked. Again, the criticism of Josh Allen is not the problem. It's the place where the criticism is coming from. They are constantly making excuses for black quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud, Dak Prescott. Ooh, I feel bad for Dak. He doesn't have a defense. Dak Prescott wasn't winning consistently, damn sure wasn't winning in the playoffs when the Cowboys had a defense. When Drew Brees won the Super Bowl in 2009, Saints had the 20th ranked defense in the league. But you know what the Saints defense did? They were one of the best in the league at forcing turnovers, and they had an elite quarterback who could turn those turnovers into 7 points. That season, Drew Brees' best receiver was a 6th-round draft pick. He was throwing to Devery Henderson, Reggie Bush, Jeremy Shockey, Lance Moore. Every team in the NFL battles injuries, but for some reason, ESPN only makes excuses for certain quarterbacks. I wonder why. I wonder why Cam Newton is quick to defend CJ Stroud while blaming Josh Allen for the hunger in Ethiopia. I wonder why crying Ryan Clark publishes love letters to Lamar Jackson on social media while blaming Josh Allen for Ryan Clark's complete lack of credibility. Maybe, just maybe, they're making excuses for certain quarterbacks because they realize that the mainstream opinion is coming around to what Uncle KC has been saying for the last couple of years. Over the last 2, maybe 3 years, there have been a record number of black quarterbacks starting in the NFL. If I remember correctly, I want to say going into this season, half the teams in the league were starting black quarterbacks. And when compared to the last 15, 20 years, the quarterback play in today's NFL is the drizzling shits. Is it a racial thing? Obviously not. It's a development thing, or I should say a complete lack of development thing. But that's not how crying Ryan Clark, that's not how ESPN sees it. In their twisted minds, they think the decline of the quarterback position in the NFL will be blamed on black quarterbacks, and we will never see a black quarterback in the NFL again. So what do? They tap into their emotional, illogical fears, and they blindly defend them. Coverage like this is why Adam Silver has kind of distanced the NBA from ESPN. Coverage like this is why Adam Silver signed deals with NBC and Amazon. ESPN is great at covering college football, college basketball, but with the NFL and the NBA, their coverage sucks. Ironically enough, the NFL and NBA, along with the WNBA dump, those are the leagues where ESPN hires people based on diversity instead of hiring people who can provide objective coverage. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.